Alright, I'm making this video in order to predict what these little wild, filthy, red-ass whores that are either going to be used, people that are going to be used against me in my hiking areas, and or any law enforcement. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm moving, which you can clearly see. First what I'm going to do is show you how many bags. I gotta hurry up and make this video, so I gotta talk fast because I got a lot of details to condense in it because my time is pressured right now. These two black bags are on my bike. This big, gigantic black bag will be taken with me, as well as a backpack on my back, and this bag will be attached to my waist. I'm having to move. Now, in fact, let me show you something. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, and I didn't press the zoom button. But do you see this trail right here that's at the end of my finger? Okay? That trail goes up to right there, up to the road, and guess what's up? Guess what's up on the road? It was put there yesterday after I left here. Private property, no trespassing, and then the penal code attached. Okay? So the point being is this. I can't take all my property today. I'm gonna make two, hang on. I'm gonna make 2 trips today, drop some off, then come back, get the sleeping bags. I'm moving a spare tent and some other supporting material today. The point being is this. The homelessness was literally created as a result of me being a gang stalking target. You can go to Google and YouTube and type in mail theft, and mail delayment, and gang stalking. That's how my rent was stolen out of the mail. I was also gang stalked on a feverish scale at that apartment complex. Now, and my apartment was broken into, things were rearranged, stolen, replaced later, same old shit that they did in the previous apartment. I got email files going all the way back to 2006 proving I was talking about this. Before I even knew what was happening to me was gang stalking. Then on June 9, 2009, the day I discovered that what was happening to me was gang stalking online, I went back and reviewed those emails, and everything I was describing in them are gang stalking techniques that are all over the internet. Hold on. Alright, now, what am I trying to say? When I initially get to these new areas, I'm obviously going to have to go through the duffel bags and everything in order to see, because there's support material in them. The support material is not like immediately needed in order to sleep or eat. So what I'm trying to say is this. In the next 2-3 days, I'm going to do massive moving to get the hell out of here before they come back down here and arrest me or give me a ticket. This is the area where I was brutally assaulted on July 9, 2014. I told the 2 SDPD officers that came here that I'm being gang stalked. They didn't give 2 shits. Okay? Which makes about the 18th or 19th, and maybe even over 20 SDPD officers, separate ones, who have denied my right to make a police report pertaining to the fact that I'm a gang stalking victim. Go to Google and type in gang stalking and police. Alright, so here's the situation. When I get to these new hiking areas, first thing I gotta do is put up my tent, okay? Put on the brown tarp on top of it, and attach some black weatherization sheets so the light can't be seen in at night. Tonight and tomorrow night until I get... Like, see how this one's got black weatherization sheets on it? In fact, let's see if they come down here and steal this one before I can come back and get it, which will probably not be until Monday. Because today's Saturday, got to move this today, come back here tomorrow to get other support camping material. And then what I got to do is I got to allot myself enough time to go through it and bag up the non-essentials, the things that are not needed inside the tent in order for me to sleep. Okay, now why am I saying all this? Because I already know for a fact, see, because organized stalking and gang stalking, a huge amount of the reason why a person is gang stalking has to do with racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking. So they create the homelessness in order to achieve a syndicated probate control for these aforementioned criminal motivations. Okay, by placing the target in an organized crime run group home that they put them in as a result of trying to claim the target's crazy and can't take care of themselves because they're claiming they're being stalked by people that they don't know, and because they're homeless. That's how they get the syndicated probate control for the exploitation in a syndicated run organized crime group home that's directly connected to the gang stalking. That's why they create the homelessness to begin with. So just go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Methods and Tactics of Gang Stalking." Separate search, "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Criminal Motivations of Gang Stalking." In fact, I just found a lawyer from, I think it was Oregon, if memory serves me correctly. I saved it in an email file pertaining to, it's an actual lawyer. It's a Chinese, I think it's a Chinese woman. Okay, she's literally got all over her website about the penal codes that are the penal code violations that are attached to gang stalking. Okay, and she's the only one that I have found online so far that advocates for gang stalking targets. But I did find a letter that a private investigator firm made on their letterhead and posted it to the internet, stating that they are completely aware that gang stalking exists and how it's covered up and who's connected. I got all that shit right now in my backpack. Let me get back to what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to be doing after I move today and then come back here tomorrow to get other additional property, When I take that property over tomorrow with me, I'm going to have to go through it in order to see, okay, this is not needed inside the tent for me to sleep. If it's not needed inside the tent for me to sleep, you're to bag it up, label it for what it is, and I'll put like on the bags 1, 2, or 3. 1 means that this is got items in it that can be immediately needed. 2 will be secondary. 3 will be, you know, third, all depending on the need. But it's going to take me time to do all that. Now, let me help you understand the craftedness and the sneaky ass, filthy ass whoredom pertaining to just some of the techniques of gang stalking. They will constantly attempt to make the target nervous that they're going to get caught hiking. They do that through many different techniques. Throughout the entire year of 2013, I made 2 videos at this location every day stating that they were putting people up on the sidewalk to either walk by, jog by, or ride their bikes by and say, gang stalk, why don't you come and steal their stuff? Gang stalk, why don't you call the cops on it? Hold on a second. Okay. And I'm gonna literally, you can just go to YouTube right now and go to Google and YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Gang Stalked in San Diego, Learning Disabled Woman Tortured in San Diego, Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking Evidence. And what you're going to be looking for is not just the videos, but you're going to be looking for how many different YouTube channels these videos are in. Because I was trying to play a shell game with them in order to shake them off from harassing me online. Until I just became totally and completely, I already knew it, but I already knew that they were doing it. And that, hold on. I already knew that by creating different YouTube accounts would not shake them off my tail, but I gave it a shot anyways. That's why there's so many different YouTube channels. The point being though, in each channel has got hundreds of videos, and I'd say at least 90% of those YouTube videos is additional evidence in the comment in the description of each one of those YouTube videos, indisputably showing that I'm being gang stalked. So as a result of you going to these different YouTube videos, look for the videos that were uploaded in 2012, 2013. You'll literally see videos that I uploaded to the internet from here that I made every single day, stating that they were putting people up on the sidewalk to ride their bikes by, jog by, or walk by and say, gang stalk, why don't you come and steal their stuff? Other times they would say, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops on her? In these videos, I also stated that they were not only doing that here, but they had also placed 2 separate UCSD students to walk by me as I was changing the batteries out of my tape recorder. How convenient. And say, gang stalk, why don't you go and steal their stuff? So they just changed one word. Instead of come to steal your stuff, they got those 2 separate UCSD students to say it on 2 separate dates. They said, why don't you go and steal their stuff? Now that's done in order to constantly anchor fear that your property be stolen, or that you're going to get caught camping. That's why they would say, gang stalk, why don't you come and steal their stuff? And different times they said, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops on her? This was done to anchor fear. Okay, now I made videos about it every single friggin' day throughout the entire year 2013, and in those videos I was also pointing out about how they set up some homeless men to hike out 100 feet away, okay, that were yelling, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk crazy, suck my you know what, day and night, okay. Now I'm going to prove to you that they're saying this shit along my routes as soon as I can bring up Instagram here. I just clicked on the icon, so it's still bringing up the videos. And the point being though is that I made a video every day throughout the entire year of 2013. And as long as Instagram don't freeze up, I'm going to play you a 15-second long video that's actually audio. Do you hear these 2 men say gang stalk together? One says gang stalking, that same one says gang stalking. I'm going to F you up. Just listen. Okay, so it's not coming up. Alright, so let's give it a second for the phone to adjust itself. Okay, because I just powered it up. The point being, that right there shows you I was telling the truth, because I already had videos online pertaining to this technique being used. Okay, now you can clearly see that I'm tapping on Instagram video, okay, and it's not coming up. So I'll give it another second to readjust. So my name is Leslie Williams and I'm in San Diego, California. So when I first get to these new hiking areas, I'm going to have to go through the property in order to bag it up. If it's not anything to do with sleeping or like emergency things that are needed inside the tent, then the additional property will be placed close by the area, completely and totally out of sight. In other words, you would literally have to go out of your way to find it, because it's going to be hidden in spots where no one can even literally walk on the spot. You'd have to literally go and look for it to find it. That's how well it's going to be hidden. All right, so let me just give you an example to prove so I can prove in this video alone that I'm being gang stalked. Sorry, I had to get my glasses. Right now, what I'm going to do is show you a video picture of a YouTube title. Now, you can also go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking in Yucca Valley." Now, Yucca Valley is 160 miles away from UCSD. If you go to YouTube right now and type in 11/27, you can't see it because I didn't adjust the video camera to be this close. I was just going to make a video pertaining to showing my property, which is from a distance. The title of it is, go to YouTube and type in 11/ like the / on your keyboard, 27/13, learning disabled woman tells UCSD police how she's gang stalked. And you'll literally see an audio of me, that conversation I had with this UCSD campus police officer on November 20th, 2013. The whole entire conversation was taped on a tape recorder. The tape recorder audio file was then published to a YouTube video on the 27th of November, 7 days later, and then it was published on the December 2nd. But in the YouTube video, you literally see my phone and other features I'm using on my phone to prove the date that this video was made. Okay, and then you clearly hear me telling him how I'm being gang stalked, right? So write down that title and then go to the YouTube video and listen. Then this Thanksgiving event occurs the very next day. Okay, in fact, instead of using the Instagram, I'll still attempt to use the Instagram, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack, and I'm going to go into my playlist, and you can go to, shit, that's a new YouTube account, I forgot what the, hold on one second, alright, just hold on one second. Alright, here we go. Okay, now go to YouTube and type in 12/02/13, okay, learning disabled woman threatened and exposes identical harassment, okay? Then go into YouTube and type in 11/28/13 11/14/13, I'm sorry, 11/28/13, 11/28/13, gang stalking victim threatened to be assaulted within hours, okay, it's an exposing San Diego YouTube channel. Now, the reason why I'm showing you all this is because I want you to be able to witness, okay, what's happening to me as a result of me being a gang stalking victim, okay, and how the police would not do a damn thing about it. Now, so, even though I've requested it on over 21 separate occasions, each occasion at least had 2 cops per occasion. Okay, now going back to Instagram real fast, let's see if it'll come up now. Okay, I just seen a thing that said the screen is locked. Why would the screen be locked? I don't even know how to lock the screens. See, I just brought up a screen snapshot, so how was I able to bring that up? See, those are coming up, so why aren't the audio files and the Instagrams coming up? Why aren't they coming up? Why aren't they playing? Okay? Why aren't they playing? Okay, so this was basically the Thanksgiving, no, that was actually the, hang on one second. Okay, now that occurred on a sidewalk right across the street on Thanksgiving Day 2013, and Gilman Road the road goes right into UCSD property. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make right now as I'm making this video is this. They can easily come down, look for anybody to be a buffer between me and the police, RP workers, utility company personnel. They could use homeless people to create events towards me, psychologically attempting to motivate me to call the police. They could assault me, rape me, rob me, whatever, to psychologically motivate me to call the police. And let me tell you what the syndicated cops will do. They'll let the whores that assaulted me, raped me, or robbed me, or all three, get away, and they believe that since it's such a traumatic event that I'll call the police. That's right. And here's another thing. I paid my phone bill yesterday. Why am I not allowed to make any phone calls? Yep, I'm not allowed to make any phone calls right now on my phone. Alright, so we're gonna see if anything happens concerning me, about me, around me, towards me, or against me. The point of the reason why I was making this video is I was trying to illustrate that. Let's see if they come down and say, okay, we definitely know you're hiking here because you got all these bags out. When I get there, I'm gonna go through the bags, hide the ones I don't need, put them away, and then just use the tent.